Hello there folks and welcome back to episode 17 of our Ashes Cricket 2009 playthrough. And we enter the action straight away here. Now at the end of the last episode, you remember this saying that we were going to simulate 20 overs of the Australian innings and then come into bowl. After this start for Australia, I think we're going to have to come into bowl ourselves, finish them all off. Australia were about 40 for 4, I seem to remember. I mean, Shane Watson, that experiment was clearly a waste of time. Gone first ball for a duck. Ponting gone for a duck. Cattage gone for 12. Hussey gone for 14. Jimmy Anderson's just come in and he has took 3 wickets in 1 over. Marcus North, duck. Johnson, duck. Brad Haddin, 3. And after 13 overs, Australia are 43 for 7. There's a question now whether they're going to avoid the follow-on. Bear in mind, this is still day 1. If you haven't watched the previous episode, I recommend you go and do that just to see the end of our batting performance. But I did not, by any means at all, expect that Australia were going to be this bad, this close in. I mean, look, 43 for 7. It's absolutely bonkers. I don't know where it's all gone. I really don't know where it's all gone for Australia. Bewildering. They batted so well in the start, and they've just failed here. Really have. 43 for 7. Michael Clarke being the only man who can cement anything here. Hilfenhaus, Horwitz and Siddle to come, but a disaster for them. We've got to be careful though. We haven't bowled for a little bit. As I say, to avoid the follow-on, they need a further 34 runs. I'm going to try our damn best to try and avoid them getting those runs. Probably better having a bit more of an attacking field to Horwitz, I would say. He can swing on that leg side, but we'll just try and not get him there. But as I've said, a very abrupt start to this episode. A great, well, a bit lucky, I think you'd argue there. And they're going just for the 1? Yeah, that's understandable. Horwitz off strike. It's off the mark. Clarke back on strike now, and really the only batsman who can do anything. I don't really know why that's like that. We're going to go for a field like... let's have a look at our options here. I don't like the... Well, to be fair, we don't really need the slips, because from my experience, we haven't really got any of the slips to get the batsman out anyway. It's usually been fairly in the infield that we've got batsmen out, but that's one's been left by Michael Clarke. Again, an abrupt start. I'm doing this straight after I recorded the last episode. Thought, right, I'll simulate 20 overs and then I'll save it and come back into it another day. But goodness me, I was not expecting this. Really wasn't. And then we had a few runs from us now. As I said, this has all been simulated, so nothing down to me. I haven't got a single wicket in this just yet. Going to play this nice and full. Just defensive shot. And they need 32 runs just to avoid the follow-on. This series really gone from bad to worse for Australia, but they come in now, they're thinking, thank God for that. After 14 overs, it's time for tea. Really need time for them to reconsider what's going on in their innings. Michael Clarke, really the only man who can cement anything here. Of course, we're desperate as anything to try and get them to avoid the follow-on. Jimmy Anderson, though, so far, let's have a quick look at how he's got on. The bowling scorecard, he's bowled 2 overs, 3 ones, 4 wickets. You know, not too bad at all. They were 38 for 3, 46 for 7. This looks a little bit dark, actually. It is a little bit dark. That's a little bit concerning. Hopefully rain doesn't stop play at any point. Straight to the fielder. Didn't quite carry, but still a good ball there. As I said, really concerned about this light. We want to put the Australians under pressure now. Not in the morning, not at any other time. We want to get it done. We want to get out their innings done. And hopefully achieve what we want to and make sure they don't avoid the follow-on. That'd be great for us. Anything to make us win the test match easier, but I just can't believe it. A quite unbelievable match so far. And this is turning into quite an unbelievable series, in fact. A good shot there from Clarke. Just the single. Puts his mate back on strike. Horwitz, again, we're not bothering with the bouncers. A little bit wide of off stump, in fact very wide of off stump. Let's just give him a tempter. Swing and a miss from Horwitz. Proved himself to be a half decent batsman in that last match. Oh, no ball, that doesn't really help. Straight to the fielder though there, really good, really good stuff, but that is the controller disconnecting again. But this is really accelerating. I kept saying in the last episode that, well, we want to make sure it's not the start and end of innings that we're showing. But here, 15 overs in, we're kind of being forced to. That's a good boundary from Horwitz. That makes it a little bit harder for us to make them avoid the follow-on. But we have to have our role. We can't just keep them simulating. It's drinks already. Seems a bit peculiar. But we're going to bring off Fink. I think we're going to bring Flintoff back in. So a bit more of a balanced pace. I think that balanced pace 3 worked last time out. So that's what we're going to try again. A few slips and just be a little bit patient here. Again, they've lost a lot of wickets. It's going to be silly for them to start whacking it about. So we're going to have to get... Well, yeah. As I've said, we might have to be patient. But after 2 fours in as many balls, we're going to struggle for them to not make the cut now to get the... to avoid the follow-on. Again, another 4. Wow. Clark really getting on with this. Fair play to him. Just a defensive shot though there. Just below 4 and over, but of course run rate really doesn't matter. Regardless of whether they miss the cut or not to get the follow on, they're going to be behind us after this first innings, I'm sure of it. They can't put another 200 odd, surely, with 3 wickets left. So we're really trying to just make sure that we can exploit them. Another defensive shot there from Clark. They need 18 to avoid the follow-on, so unless we start taking really quick wickets, and I'd argue that this wicket of Michael Clark is key. We get Clark, just a matter of time before the rest of them get out. But as proven last time, the tail-enders can be really tough to get out. But Michael Clark on 21, Horwitz on 5. Just can't believe that. It was the fact that Jimmy took those 3 really quick wickets, and I thought, wow, we've got to come back to this action. Quite incredible. But Nathan Horwitz is in, so we're just going to bowl it quite full. Straight down the ground. Get there, get there! Oh, it was the wrong end, wrong end, wrong end. Oh, that's annoying. Wrong end, we could have got Horwitz out. A little bit full and outside the off stump. Swing and a miss. Now for just a classic Yorker. Just a defensive shot. Good defensive shot from Horwitz. Let's just change it up. Keep changing it up. 18 to avoid the follow-on for Australia. I'd be shocked if they don't don't avoid the follow-on. I'd be shocked if that, yeah. It's a double negative. Hang on, we got an LBW appeal here, just outside the off stump, I think that was. Yeah, just outside off stump, a little bit of a shame. What's the word? I don't want to use a double negative. I'll be shocked if they, if you like, I can't think of the word. I'll be shocked if they, I'll be shocked if we do enforce the follow on. Another LBW here, getting really out of sorts here, but we're just bowling these a little bit short, so nowhere near the stumps. Basically, if they don't get these 17 runs, I'll be shocked. That's what I'm trying to say here. I just cannot think of the bloody word. I'll be shocked if they don't avoid the follow-on. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'll be shocked if there's a follow-on. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm getting myself all fluttered with it. But the man who really worked this at the end of the last innings was KP, Kevin Peterson. And we're going to have a go at trying to get these 2 out with KP. Again, did really well last time. And that's not a bad start. Get there, get there, get there! That's bloody overthrows you. Get there for God's sake! Oh my God, that was just a complete drama of everything. Look at this. How did they get 2 runs out of this? More importantly, how the hell did we not get somebody out? Straight to the top. No, overthrows. No, we'll go for it again. Oh, well, he's not out. That's a huge opportunity. That's dreadful from us. Absolutely dreadful. Could have got them both out there. But complete miscommunication, throwing it to each end. Don't know what's going on, and fair play to them. They take 2 runs out of it. Can't say I blame them. But with an opportunity as scarce as this to get a wicket, really hurts when we can't get one. He's just defending though, Michael Clark, so that makes it good the fact he's not scoring runs. Of course, we want to get his partner on strike, not him particularly. Catch! Oh, he's been dropped. Oh, it's so tricky to get that green light sometimes.
Very disappointing for the bowler. The bowler works really hard.
That's a shame. 2 opportunities to get him. I mean, Michael Clark being the big man to get him out ultimately. 2 opportunities missed.
Very good timing.
He's making us, well, yeah, exactly. He's making sure that we know that we were silly not to get him out. What about following that up with a 6, Clark? I mean, there's some bounce in the pitch. Bloody hell. Oh, God. Well, they're definitely going to avoid the follow-on now. But interesting that that approach we spin did seem to work, albeit that it was a little bit scrappy.
Making changes out in the field.
But, yeah, we could have got a wicket even too. I mean, we had a blatant chance at catching him.
He's got the edge.
We had the chance for a run-out as well. It's just really frustrating when it comes to all this, isn't it? Because really, we're going to be batting aimlessly, in my opinion, in the next innings.
Batsmen are looking for 2.
They're going to go for free? Go on, go for free. We'll get you out. Because, say if we get them out, I don't know, for below 100, then we've got about 180 point lead. At what point do we go and declare? I mean, do we get to declare? Do we have a strong enough innings in our bank for the second one? That's a little bit questionable. But I think one thing that is going to be answered very quickly is that they are probably going to avoid the follow-on. That's a great shot. That's a great shot from Hoare. It's down the line. Yeah, we're not going to get 3 wickets for 4, despite Anderson doing it in the last few overs. We've got to do this ourselves. Just outside the off stump. Can we tempt him? Go on. He's gone. Yes! Come on. We waited and waited for that green light. Wants to make sure we got it. Of course, that's Anderson's fifer. Completely forgot about that. That, I think, is probably his lowest 5 forever. In fact, I want to have a quick look at the records for this, because I think he could be on for a potential record, really, for a 5 for 15. Let's have a quick look before we get into this. Cricket records for 5 wickets. I'm intrigued. I mean, that's got to be up there, 5 for 15. List of Test cricket records. Just give me a minute on this. I'm interested, really am. Of course, Don Bradman. Yeah, we all know about Don Bradman. Contents. Individual. Bowling. Match records. Best figures in a match. No, I'm not looking at that. I'm trying to find quickest 5 for. I don't think I can find it. If you guys can find it, let me know. But that's got to be fairly close to a record. Having a quick look now, just very quickly at the bowling records for England. Best figures in an innings, 10 for 53 for Jim Laker. Best figures in a match. Most 5 wicket hauls. I don't know what the no, I can't seem to find the. That's a real shame. Ah, that's a shame. Now, if you can find the quickest 5 for, I'd love to know. Because that has got to be close to it. 5 for 15. And Nathan Haurit's gone. Admittedly, not the batsman that we really want to get rid of. But we'll take any of them. If it is the case that Michael Clark has to run out of partners, then so be it. 4 to avoid the follow-on. Come on, Flintoff. Get there, come on! For God's sake, Ian Bell! Oh, God almighty. Why does he just stand there? Oh, talk about the team not working together. That was a complete joke.
Fine piece of fielding.
No chance that time. But he'd started running. He was halfway down. Direct hit. Bang, gone. 1 wicket to get and they're following on. Oh, swing and a miss from Michael Clark. You don't see that very often. Try a bit of an outswinger. Bit of a shorter outswinger. Just defending that. I think if we bide our time, we'll get these wickets quite quickly. Which I know is a bit of a contradictory statement. I'm aware of that. But what I'm saying is I don't think they're scoring runs very quickly. So we'll get the wickets quickly in terms of the run rate. Michael Clark not punishing us at all though in this over. Yet. And that's done it. That's done it. That's a real shame. We had a chance. We haven't done it. But Australia, through Michael Clark's brilliance, they've just about narrowly avoided the follow-on. But really now, it's just about getting 2 wickets as quick as we can. I trail by 199. Let's get them both out, shall we? It's gutting. Peter Siddle, though, went now in. Just bowl a full ball to Peter Siddle. Just defensive shot from Siddle. Not the best batsman. We got him out fairly cheap, I seem to remember, in that dramatic innings we had. Well, that's a fairly good shot. No fielder out there. You just have to play aggressive with these fields. You can't really do too much about it. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. Just a little bit concerned about the offside. I don't mean too many men at the boundary. Ooh, that's a nasty shot. So yeah, I mean, we need to get them out for about just less than 100, hopefully. And then we'll have to reconsider next episode what we're going to do. Great shot again from Siddle. Well, he's getting into this innings nicely. They're doing a little bit like we did in the last episode, which I admire them for, really. They've just got to get on with it. They have to. They know they've got limited time, but Peter Siddle's really mugging us here. I'm not liking this at all. Come on. Is that Bell again? Worst fielder of all time. Honestly, he's just a slow coach, completely. Good start for Peter Siddle, though. A little bit frustrating for us. Looks like these two are going to be a bit tricky to get out, but we're going to try Peterson for another over, I think, now. We've had a few overs of fast. Bring KP back into bowl. To Michael Clark. No pressure about how many we're going to concede here because of the... Oh, go on, go on, go on. Oh, that's close. That was fairly close that time. At least they managed to get back.
Let's take a look at that from another angle.
So fair play. Playing with fire a little bit there. Bowl it full. Hello, hello. Catch him, catch him. Yes, he's gone. Peter Siddle, Ryan Sidebottom gets it. KP gets his first wicket. Peter Siddle went for a whack. We got him. I did wonder there. I thought, he swung at that, and that's fairly short. Is there going to be a fielder under it? And there absolutely was. A great catch from Ryan Sidebottom. Just 1 wicket needed now of Ben Hilfenhaus or Michael Clark. And we end this Australian innings. Which makes it a bit more of a kick in the teeth. We didn't get a little bit more. Because we really would have conceded that, got the follow on then. Come on, get to that.
Batsmen are looking for 2.
No, it's not going to be a run out there. Just being competitive, that's all. But the aim, as I've said, is to get these out for less than 100. That's hopefully what we'll do. Now, we're about 20 minutes in, are we? Don't quite know, because it's combined with the last episode, so I can't quite figure out how far we are in. 15, 20 minutes at least, anyway. So we'll just show till we get the last wicket, as it was in that episode a few episodes ago, where we just kept bowling and bowling and bowling, seeing what we did. But at the end of the 22nd over, Australia 91 for 9. Quite unbelievable. A real shock for them again. Yeah, fast bowler. Fast bowler. We'll bring Anderson. He's had a 5 for. He's going to get a wicket somewhere. I mean, that's ridiculous, Phil. I don't know what's going on there. Quite attacking to Hilfenhaus, but not massively. Just a nice Yorker to start things off. Defensive shot, though. He's no mug, Hilfenhaus. Nice off cutter. No ball, that's a little bit frustrating. Oh well, I can still get him out by running him out. Oh, come on, is that Bell again? It is, it's Bell. How do we like sub Bell off? That's what I want to know. He's a dreadful fielder. He's given up wickets, seriously. He probably wouldn't catch one if it came straight to him. And that's horrible to say, but his batting prowess is great, but in the field, not so much. Well, they've got on with it a little bit since we've started. Of course, Australia were, well, they're about 40, I think they were 43 for 7, weren't they? So they've really got on with it here, Michael Clarke particularly. They've got him to thank for getting out of that nasty follow-on. But if we get him out cheap here, we have got a real advantage. Oh, that was close. Did it? I'm sure it hit the bat, did that? Oh, that was close. Bloody hell. Oh, well. Hang on. And they're out. He's got to be out. He's got to be gone. Is he gone? It's a sixfer for Anderson. Brilliant. And that, ladies and gents, is our work done. That's our work done. Jimmy Anderson, 6 wickets. Great catch again from Peterson. Doing all he can. He dived for that one. He swung for it. And I said, we either had to get the big man Michael Clarke out or make sure he ran out of partners. We need the second, of course. Australia, after 23 overs, in another shock in what is fast becoming a very, very, very dramatic Ashes series, all out for 94. All out. That is quite unbelievable. And we now basically go into a very tough time for us. We just need to repeat what we did in the first innings. Get about 300, 350, declare, and then Australia need a seriously big amount to go and win this test match. But the question is, when do you declare? I think I would say we need about 420. That's what I would say. About 420, if we can. And then they can try and get 600. They won't get 600. Jimmy Anderson, one of the best innings ever. 28 for 6. A little bit harrowed in the end. I mean, it was 15 for 5. But Peterson with a key wicket, I think. Flintoff also takes 2. And Broad takes 1. But my God, what a match we got in prospect. And it's not even the end of the first day. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. But we'll be back on Tuesday for the next episode. You'll have to see what we do. I can't quite figure out what we're really going to do here in terms of... in terms of when we come in. I don't think we're going to bat straight away. We might as well see them come out for this innings. Yeah, I think we'll simulate about 10 or 15 overs. And then see how we get on. Look at that scorecard up there. Biggie's score of 36. The rest of them, pretty howling. But, yeah, Mitchell Johnson's going to come in first. But that is where we're going to end it, folks. So thank you very much for watching. I'll be back on Tuesday for the, well, effectively the mid part of such a dramatic test match. It's unbelievable. But thank you very much for watching. I've been TIJ Gamer. Until the next time, I will see you guys later on. Goodbye for now.